Hey everybody, if you offend easily, then you are a booger-eating, poopy head, fart face with earthworm breath. Yeah, I said it. So, I'm actually in a hurry today, but I want to put something out because I didn't post a video yesterday, mostly because I could not figure out what to talk about. And that's unusual because I always have something to talk about. And I actually don't have much of a clue today what I want to talk about. And since I'm on a time limit, and since y'all are probably on a time limit, and since life happens to everyone, we're going to do a quick reading and call it done. Now, y'all may remember we've talked to my spirit animal medicine card deck before, and it liked it. So we're going to do it again. We're just going to go straight into the reading. That's right, folks. I know this is going to be one of the shortest ones I've ever done. But I wanted to give y'all something. Something. I know how much y'all love coming to see me. All right, so we have 3 cards that came out. Now, since this deck is usually a lot of reading, I'm going to actually kind of skim through a few things with y'all. No, I mean, there is a whole actual spread that goes with this, but we ain't getting into all that today. So, card number 1, the Eagle. Now, according to this book, is a representation of spirit. Eagle medicine is the power of the Great Spirit, the connection to the divine. It is the ability to live in the realm of spirit and yet remain connected and balanced within the realm of Eagle. Eagle soars and is quick to observe expansiveness within the overall pattern of life. From the heights of the clouds, Eagle is close to the heavens where the Great Spirit dwells. And here's the part where I'm going to start skimming just a little bit because there's actually a lot to read here. And since I have 3 cards that came out, I don't really want to do all that to y'all. So, the feathers of eagle are considered to be the most sacred of healing tools, been used for centuries by shamans to cleanse the auras of patients who come to them for healing. Within the belief systems of Native American tribes, eagle represents a state of grace achieved through hard work, understanding, and a completion of the test of initiation, which result in the taking of one's personal power. It is only through the trial of experiencing the lows in life as well as the highs, and through the trial of trusting one's connection to the Great Spirit, that the right to use the essence of eagle medicine is earned. Animals ain't messing around, okay? If you pulled the symbol, eagle is reminding you to take heart and gather your courage, for the universe is presenting you with an opportunity to soar above the mundane levels of your life. Oh, thank God. I was looking forward to that. Y'all remember from previous readings, I've been feeling something coming, and I have faith in it. The power of recognizing this opportunity may come in the form of a spiritual test, and being astute, you may recognize the places within your soul, personality, emotions, and psyche that need bolstering or refinement. Oh, you mean I gotta improve on my wonderfulness? Now, see, I'm getting a reminder about my appointment. I know I have an appointment. It's going to be a busy day. By looking at the overall tapestry, eagle teaches you to broaden your sense of self beyond the horizon of what is presently visible. I gotta grow. What? I was so comfortable. No, really, no. Feed your body, but more importantly, feed your soul. Within the realm of Mother Earth and Father Sky, the dance that leads to flight involves the conquering of fear and the willingness to join in the adventure if you are co-creating with the divine. You are being put on notice to reconnect with the element of air. Air is of the mental plane, and in this instance, it is of the higher mind. Wisdom comes in many strange and curious forms and is always related to the creative force of the Great Spirit. Eagle brings illumination. Eagle teaches you to look higher and to touch grandfather's sun with your heart, to love the shadow as well as the light. See the beauty in both, and you will take flight like the eagle. Honey, I live in the beauty of both. All right. Next up, moose medicine. Moose medicine, number 11. Let's see what that message is, because so far we're being told reconnect, find the higher self. Let's see what moose has to say about it. Spirit has had a word. Now it's time for, what does moose represent? Self-esteem. Now, it is so hard to have a self-esteem in this day and age, I've noticed. Like, everybody's so stressed and so doubtful and so quick and easy to point out, that's wrong, and not quick enough to point out, that's right, that all of us are suffering from low self-esteem. Like, ain't none of us getting the encouragement we actually need. So if you got someone telling you you're doing a good job, honey child, believe it. I don't care if they're just being nice or not. Believe it, because there's not enough nice going around, okay? Self-esteem. Moose is found in the north of the medicine wheel, as is buffalo. North represents the place of wisdom. Self-esteem is the medicine of moose because it represents the power of recognizing that wisdom has been used in a situation and that recognition or a pat on the back is deserved. Largest member of the deer family has great strength. Call of the male moose is an awesome thing to hear on a musky spring night. His pride and his desire to are displays of sense of self-esteem. We're trying to keep it age appropriate. The bell of the male can be viewed as a positive force since it represents his willingness to tell the world about his feelings. Y'all, if I'm not sitting here doing this with this YouTube channel, I mean, this has got to be one of the most socially brave things I've done in a while. And that's coming from something who considers herself an extroverted introvert. You know, I get shy, so I come out. So here I am telling the world. This tell the world trait contains a joyfulness only which comes with a sense of accomplishment. There's no greater joy than a job well done. Therefore, it's not seeking approval, but rather an enjoyment of sharing because the spontaneous explosion of joy that comes from the deepest part of one's being. The wisdom woven through this scenario is that creation constantly brings forth new ideas and further creation. I know I'm not writing my book. Moose is telling us that joy should be shouted with pride. The wisdom in doing this shouting is the joy that the joy is catching. In a sense, the bellowing is a way for all of us to lighten up and give ourselves each other a well done. Moose medicine people have the ability to know when to use the gentleness of deer and when to activate the stampede of buffalo. They understand the balance between giving orders to get things done and having a willingness to do things themselves. I know I'm talking fast. I promised y'all I wouldn't be long because I'm on a time limit. Ooh. It's akin to Grandfather Wari, who has long since put away his war paint and is now advising the young bucks to cool their blood. Moose medicine found in elders who have walked the good red road and have seen many things when their earth walk. Lies in being the teachers of the children. Oh, this is about my husband. My husband's going to be a teacher right now to his son about that whole situation. He's going parent. This is about my husband. Ooh. Plus, you know, he's a teacher. If you have chosen the moose card, you have reason to feel good about something you have accomplished on your journey. This may be a habit you have broken, a completion of some sort, an insight on a goal, or a new sense of self that you have fought hard to earn. It is a time of feeling harmonious pride and a recognizing of those who aided you in the process. One good exercise in moose medicine is to write down things that you can love about yourself and your progress in life. Y'all, this actually is an important good thing to do. It's not enough to just tell yourself. It's not enough to just see what you've done. If you actually write it down, it's like your brain hears it better. It's freaking crazy. I can sit here and feel like I'm proud of myself and tell myself I'm proud of myself, but until I hear my damn yoga video tell me it, I don't feel better. It's crazy the way our brain works. Our brain needs that validation. Oh my God. These apply to the same things, then apply these same things to family, friends, co-workers, and life. Don't forget to share the findings with others. They need the encouragement as much as you do. Spread the love, spread the positivity, spread the pride, spread the good work. And bear, if I'm not mistaken, is like a motherly symbol, but I could be remembering wrong. Let's go see what I remember or don't. It's a lot to try and memorize. No, I haven't done it. Introspection. The strength of bear medicine is the power of introspection. It lies in the west on the great medicine wheel of life. Bear seeks honey or the sweetness of truth within the hollow of an old tree. In the winter when the ice queen I'm not hungry, I've already eaten breakfast, rains and the face of death is upon the earth, bear enters the womb cave to hibernate to digest the year's experience. That's not actually why they... Anyway, it is said that our goals reside in the west also. To accomplish the goals and dreams that we carry, the art of introspection is necessary. To become like bear and enter the safety of the womb cave, we must attune ourselves to the energies of the eternal mother and receive nourishment from the placenta of the great void. Wow, we went from very male to very female. I told y'all it was a motherly thing. Great void is a place where all solutions and answers live in harmony with the questions that fill our realities. If we choose to believe that there are many questions to life, we must also believe that the answers to these questions reside within us. I think we forget that. I think that we get so overwhelmed by the questions, we forget that if the question exists, so must the answer. And that it's probably closer than we think. It's about as close as the question is most times. Think about that. The answer is as close as the question. I like that. Each and every being has the capacity to quiet the mind, enter the silence, and just know. I told you about those special abilities we all have, okay? Each of us has the ability to just hermit in order to know. Or just, like I said, enter the silence where you're free from external influence and you can just simply listen and hear the truth within yourself. Told y'all, those answers are as close as the questions. Oh, I like that. I like that. That's mine. That's mine. Many tribes have called this space of inner knowing the dream lodge, where the death of the illusion of physical reality overlays the expansiveness of eternity. It is in the dream lodge that our ancestors sit in council and advise us regarding alternative pathways that lead to our goals. This is the power of Bear. The female receptive energy that for centuries has allowed visionaries, mystics, and shamans to prophecy has contained in this very special Bear energy. In India, the cave symbolizes a cave of Brahma. Brahma's cave is considered to be the pineal gland that sits in the center of the 4 lobes of the brain. If one were to imagine an overview of the head, the top of it would be a circle. The south would be the forehead, the north would be the back of the skull, the west would be the right brain, and the east is the left brain. Bear is in the west, the intuitive side, the right brain. To hibernate, Bear travels to the cave, which is in the center of the 4 lobes where the pineal gland resides. In the cave, Bear seeks answers while he or she is dreaming or hibernating. Bear is then reborn in the spring like the opening of the spring flowers, and it comes with an answer. For eons, all seekers of the dream time and the visions have walked in the path of silence, calming the internal chatter, reaching the places of rites of passage, the channel or pineal gland. From the cave of Bear, you find the pathway to the dream lodge and the other levels of imagination or consciousness. In choosing Bear, the power of knowing has invited you to enter the silence and become acquainted with the dream lodge so that your goals may become concrete realities. This is the strength of Bear. This is the end of y'all reading for today because, like I said, I'm in a hurry. I've got so much I have to do today. For St. Alan, because I know he's listening, or will be. I will miss you. I can't wait for you to be home again. I love you so much, my darling. As for the rest of you, I guess I can put up with y'all. All right. Bye, y'all.